the girl running in a group. She had a high-speed motor in a 40 Ford coupe. She had a racing cam and a supercharged. Look at Buddy, hot rod at large. She's a hot rod. She's a hot rod. She's my hot rod.
You had designed that last time you were here. You brought us a seat that had lights in it, and it was just beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And nobody's ever had a seat like that. There's no car ever had a seat like that.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, George.
You're something else. Now, I have a question for you before I
Sure.
let you go any further. During our recalls, when we talk about recalls, when I first opened up the show, there was one about a Buick Envision. Headliner is missing the foam blocks. Mm-hmm. Now, that's a brand new car, 2016-17. That means that somebody at the factory didn't do their job. But what exactly is a foam block?
As far as my knowledge, they're just spacers between the roof and the headliner. The newer ones, I want to say they use them for spacing for the airbags.
Ah.
And also for the, so they look even, nice all around, and they're not
It keeps
pushed
everything
up
straight.
one
Okay.
corner or another.
In other words, it's a shim.
It's more like a shim
Yeah.
to keep them, just all even. Because they're hard. The headliners are actually hard. But I can see if they collapse too much or pushed up a lot, a lot closer to the roof. So I can see how will be a problem with the airbag.
Okay.
Being, in the way or that sort of
The
thing.
airbag's probably going to blow the roof off the car anyway.
It does. It does. I replaced those, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and
See, now I know, besides being the king of unique and custom, which you are.
well, thanks.
Well, you
Thank
are. You're just nobody does it if it's unique. It's a Marco, trust me. But you also do repairs on regular cars that have been in a car wreck or
Yes.
whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to put new headliners in.
Yes.
When
And
the airbag goes off, does it ruin? Of course, it ruins the headliner.
It ruins the headliner. 99% of the time is you have to replace it or fix it. Headliners are so expensive on some of the newer cars.
Mm-hmm.
Between $600 to $1,500 or
$1,500 for a headliner?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so most people prefer just to fix
That's
it.
not made of anything special like you do.
Well, no, it's just
It's cloth.
fiberglass or cardboard or just recyclable products like that. Yeah,
Jeez.
Yeah, so what we do is we just patch it the best way we can, keeping in mind that it will rip again, so you have to have it to where, you don't want to put hard stuff in there that will malfunction.
Oh,
again.
yeah, it's got to
Same thing with
function.
the airbags on the seats. You have to, funny that you mentioned this because it's very important that people know when you have a problem with your airbag deploying on the seat, you have to use a special thread to restitch it back. You don't use regular thread.
Really?
Because if you do, the thread that we use is very strong, so it will not pop. It will just deploy it inside.
Oh.
So it has to have that special thread.
A gimme
with
thread.
percentage. Yeah.
Something that gives.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so you have to get that special thread, which I have, and you have to use both, top and bottom, on your bobbin, and, upholstery people know what I'm talking about. So when it pops, it breaks on the impact.
Wow.
Very important.
It's got to give way.
Oh, yeah, and
sure.
stitch it the same way.
These are in the headliner usually. Not the headliner, but the headrest.
Yeah.
There's one in the headrest, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And some of them, well, they're all over nowadays.
I know. They're in the
And
door
then
jams and everything.
Oh, yeah, everywhere.
The headliner, the dash.
Yeah.
I remember when they were in the steering column. Right in the steering wheel, and that was it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And that was a real expensive car, too.
Oh. But now, if you have to do it, say I bring a car, I'm a body shop, and I get it all done, but the headliner needs to be done in a new way. I bring the airbag and the headliner is going to probably cost $3,000.
I don't replace those because I'm not a technician. I'm not certified to
Well, yeah.
replace them.
Besides that, you could get hurt.
Right. Yeah, you have to have no power. You have to have no power.
airbag.
Yeah, it happened to a friend of mine. Yeah. He was a body owner and body shop owner, and he blew up in his face.
Yeah.
He was too embarrassed to tell us. He told us that he got into a fight with a couple of guys, but somebody else told me. He's like, no, dude, an airbag blew up in his face.
Oh my God, an airbag! I can imagine. We only have 2 people in my shop I let touch airbags, and I'm one of them. You have to know what you're doing when it comes to airbags. You got trouble on your hands if you guys start messing around with them.
Sure.
especially if it's a Takata and it's got too much lithium
Oh
ion.
wow!
Or
Imagine that.
Yeah,
It's like
nitrogen.
hidden by Mike Tyson, like giving you a good
Yeah, no kidding. It'd
sucker
be worse
punch.
than that. But yeah,
Mike
now,
Tyson.
so once they put everything in there, you got to get these what? No, wait a minute, foam blocks.
Yes.
And you got to put them up there, and then put your headliner
Right,
in.
and you know what? Some of them are missing when they bring them to me because of the impact, and they don't know what they are. So they just
They throw them away.
Throw them away. Some people do actually bring them to me and say, "Well, I don't know what this is for." I have to glue them back, and some of my regulars, I always tell them, "Please don't throw nothing away because that's very important."
Well, that's parts that you need.
Exactly. Why would they put this in here if it wasn't important? So we have to recreate that. Yeah.
And it's got to take forever to get if you had to order them from the dealer.
Right. Well,
That's not something he's going to have on the shelf.
No, right, and you have to be smart about it. We know it's just a spacer, really. It's not something that is engineered, designed like to support certain, pressure, that sort of thing. The thread, is very important, but that we just replace it with different kinds of
Different
foams.
foam, yeah.
Yeah.
Just as long as it does the job.
Exactly.
And
My
keeps the
point,
airbag
yeah.
and everything's nice and tight. Now, most of the headliners start with cardboard and then go to cloth. Is that what that deal is?
The headliner material already has a small film of foam and then the cloth, and the foam is just for quilted look and also for
A soft look, yeah.
right, and also for so it doesn't get too hot inside for
Okay. Heat dissipation. I got it.
dissipation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
The cheapest one we ever found on a car headliners is the like the Buicks from the 80s, late 90s, late 80s, early 90s. It's fiberglass. The entire headliner is fiberglass,
Oh
and so
my.
when you try to bring it, it's just.
Oh, it's got a itch.
That too.
First thing you got to do is go home and take a shower.
I tell
Oh
you
my
what,
God.
everybody, these kids, they hate them because I don't touch it no more.
Oh, my.
I just
No
I
thanks,
smile
yeah.
and laugh, and like, okay, go ahead, get to it.
Have fun. Yeah.
But
Oh,
those,
yeah.
you throw air at them, and
Poof.
yeah,
They're all over the place. Oh, God. And then now, what do you do to replace them? Can you still buy them?
what we do is we put a small layer of foam to glue everything together
Yeah.
again, and then the headliner material.
Wow.
Yeah, and it looks nice again, but it's just a pain in the butt,
Oh, I'll bet. And it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
This is all stuff that everybody takes for granted.
Right.
You sit
Right.
there. Now, when you get your car tomorrow out there, guys, I want you to sit down and just look at the different interior pieces that you're thinking of and think about, is there an airbag lurking in there? It might be in the armrest.
Oh, yeah.
It could be above your head. Well, it probably is above your head.
Yeah.
It's probably
Nowadays, yeah.
behind your head, the
Yeah.
headrest. It's in the dash.
Everywhere.
It's in the steering column.
Yeah,
It's in the door.
for sure, yeah.
And those
In the
doors
door.
are all made with a material, leather, or I don't know so much leather, be vinyl or
Some are leather, some are vinyl. Like in more expensive cars, they do.
well, the leather, yeah.
yeah.
The Aston Martin. That's the one I was talking about James Bond.
I have a vision. You know what I mean? Like when if I'm expressing something, I'm already see it. I don't know if it's weird, but
Oh no, it's not weird.
Yeah.
That's called talent.
Yeah,
That's
well,
called
thank you.
that's called talent. And unique and talent run in the same vein. And skill and and then being able to do it. Once you see it,
very
in your
important.
brain.
Very important.
then to be able to just go ahead and do it. That seat you brought in here last week, I bet it took longer to think about it and design it
yes.
than it did to make it.
Yes. Well, sometimes then I sit there and think, why did I design this? Why did I went through all this? Is crazy. But then when you finish and it looks to your standards, then
Well,
you're happy,
it's not
you
like
know?
anybody else's. That's the deal. A custom vehicle or a custom motorcycle should be just that. Custom. And if everybody's going to have that kind of leather interior or that kind of headliner, I
Yeah.
mean, wasn't there a
Yeah.
headliner made out of Stingray or something?
Oh yeah, pieces of Stingray.
Unbelievable.
You
An
know-
ostrich. You made something out of ostrich.
Well, motorcycle seats a lot, and also a big Tahoe, the old school ones, with a lot of ostrich. It took a lot of ostrich. I mean, gentlemen spend more money on the skins than what he paid me and what he paid for.
Where do you get ostrich?
Well, we get it from Florida. That's
Yeah?
like one of the biggest places that they.
They raise them, or-
right from Australia. No, some of them are from Australia and from Africa. and they import them to United States.
See, now if it's from Australia, how do you know it's not fake and it's an emu?
Yeah, you're right.
That could be fake.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Imitation
those on there.
ostrich.
Yeah.
Well, I think an emu seem to be pretty unique too.
Oh,
actually.
yeah, beautiful animals too.
Wow,
man.
928
They're
car
birds.
guys, give us a call. This is fun. I
Yeah.
got to ask you now. The ostrich you say you get from Florida, they probably have farms they raise them
Most likely.
just for this kind of stuff.
There's also in Illinois a big farm here, but I don't use them as much. But there's one
Those
here.
ostrich skins are terrible.
Yeah, well, it has to be. I'm very picky with that. It has to be really nice and soft and you know what? Ostrich skin is, to me anyway, is one of the toughest leather out there.
Really?
I did this motorcycle seat probably like 5, maybe 6 years ago, and the gentleman brought it back, and the only thing, the color was faded, but the skin,
Solid.
perfect.
Yeah. Tough stuff. Kind of needles you got to have for that. You got to have a
Yeah,
strong
when you
machine.
saw it, it's soft, but then it becomes a little harder with time.
Yeah.
But think about that, George. It's just chicken skin,
Yeah, chicken skin.
and it's so tough. I don't understand.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, it dry like cow hides. They dry and then they crack. And
Yeah.
This thing, it just holds.
Now, where's the best leather? If I told you, Marco, I want my scooter. I want the best leather seat in town.
I've never got this leather, but researching it, I heard that from England is one of the best
Really?
because they actually have like
Because
from
they
the
allow
Rolls
their
Royce
cows
and all
to
that.
have tea time or what?
Yeah, well, they have like open fields for them,
Yeah.
and but it's extremely expensive. That's why they put like on Rolls Royce and
Oh, really?
yeah, some of the most expensive like Bugattis and that sort of thing. So it's like really expensive leather. But to me, second best is the Italian leather.
I was gonna say
In
you
Spain,
get leather from Italy.
Spain,
In
yeah.
Spain too, huh? The Italian leather. What is it thicker or?
No, it's just very soft and durable. And when you apply heat, because some of the upholstery people will know this, when you have to get some of the wrinkles out, to the imperfections
Okay,
per
yeah,
se,
yeah.
when you apply heat, the regular leather per se, it just the wrinkles dissipate. But at the same time, if that happens, when the sun hits it, in a couple years, it's gonna get all shriveled and wrinkled.
Yeah,
and
faded,
cracked,
yeah,
right?
Okay.
But Napa leather and Italian leather, you can sit there and heat it up, and it changes color a little bit, but it doesn't shrink. It takes forever. So you have to know how to use it.
So
You have to work around and to shrink all the sections around.
You want a minimum of wrinkles to start with, so you don't have to heat it up as much. Yeah, 'cause it's
Exactly.
that hard to do.
Absolutely. So it lasts
Man.
much longer, but it is more expensive, and it is more. But the quality is amazing. The color, and when the color bleeds through the dye, that's when you have a good leather.
Okay, so my seat is going to be English leather. What are we going to make the handle, the steering wheel cover out of?
Well, it's gotta
What would
be
you make? What would you recommend?
Mexican hairy cow.
Mexican hairy
Yeah,
cow?
that's gotta be with a nice crew cut.
I feel like I was petting my dog all day riding my scooter.
You probably never heard this, but Mexican people, like, we have hard hair. We use this product called moco de gorilla, which really means gorilla's spout. We put that on.
Well, that's
to
what
make
that's what that cow looked like.
Yeah,
It looked like a
well-
gorilla. It did.
So we just make it really nice for you, like that. Or even
Okay.
some of my hair. We can use some of my hair.
I could have a Marco beard.
My beard.
Now that's unique.
By the way, this is fake.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
you
fake.
sewed
Yeah,
that
I
on
just
this
use it for
morning?
the. Yeah, I take it off when
It's nice how you got the gray tinge on the edge.
That's talented. You see right there.
Your boy's smiling. He's laughing. He likes the gray hair. He likes that gray hair comment.
He's
I
amazing.
understand you're going to Luxembourg.
Yeah, I am actually with the Fulbright Commission, I believe it's called.
Holy cow! How smart are you? What
Uh,
did you do, Marco? What did you make there?
No, he's not my son, by the way.
Wow! How smart are you? That's great.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
How long are you going to be there?
I'm going to be there about a year, just under a year. I think it's about like 10 months.
Maybe you can smuggle some leather in for Monday.
Yeah,
Bring
exactly.
some home. Throw it in a suitcase.
It's really a covert
Tell 'em-
operation,
yeah,
so
tell
I
'em-
can go and
tell
scope
'em
out
it's
the
your suit
leather.
coats. That's not leather. That's not.
That would be
That's not
very,
contraband.
very nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Luxembourg leather. I wonder what they feed their cows. Probably liqueur. 'cause
Such a
that-
small country, I
Luxembourg,
don't-
They're known
yeah.
for their liqueur. Man, probably feed
Yeah,
their
you
cows
told us.
that.
Yeah, we got to.
Probably
We
got the
gotta
leather's
try.
probably all bruised from the cows getting drunk and falling down. Unbelievable. Marco's customs as and his son. I got to tell you, they're a pair. I have fun with them. We talk all kinds of things automotive. This boy going to Luxembourg. This is to me. This is ultra cool. This doesn't get any better than that. Marco, you got to be like the proud papa.
Oh yes, very much.
Oh,
Both of my
goodness.
kids, but he's just so smart. I mean, and not only that, but just a good.
Stinky smart. Makes you
Yeah,
mad.
yeah. You know,
Gets on your nerves.
I actually hate him.
Yeah, it's on your nerves, smart. Yeah, yeah.
Such a kind kid, good overall, good-hearted kind of human being. You know,
I got two
love it.
granddaughters, and one of them is stinky smart. Makes me mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always correcting me and always right. It wouldn't be so bad if she was wrong. once in a while.
That's
You know,
that's him.
don't ever give her something I spelled or wrote.
Oh, my goodness.
God. She.
Now think about that, me
Oh.
with my poor English. I
Oh.
mean, he's just all over me.
Oh,
but
I
I
bet.
like it. You know, that's how you get better, I guess.
That's how he gets beat up.
But yeah, I was gonna say, but you know, I really get angry. But you know,
I don't know. He stood up a little while ago. You ain't whipping on that no more. That's a big boy. That's you
Yeah.
have to look up and
Oh,
say,
yeah.
now
No,
Marco,
that's-
you beat up. Yeah, you've been around
Definitely.
this business a long time, young man.
Mm-hmm.
You've
Yeah.
seen it all. You've seen a lot of custom stuff.
Yeah, I really have. I think seeing a lot of, my dad, as he's gotten more into, social media and Instagram, he'll show me some other stuff that other professionals have done. And, it's really impressive, but, not taking anything away from them. But I always think back to, and what always impresses me is the fact that, he was never taught any of this. I'm sure a lot of those guys went to school
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
and he never, he just picked it up one day and was like, I want to do this. And didn't stop, no matter who said what. And I think that to me is like every time, me and Angel, the other guy that works with us, anytime we're trying to put on a seat or do something like that, we'll be like, I don't know how to make this work or something like that. And then we'll just, you know what, let's wait for my dad. Because he'll just come and be like, pop, and then it'll be perfect. And we don't know how he does it. He just it just happens. But it's just that like raw
Youngster,
talent and experience that he just somehow molded into
I've
what
got a
it
young
is
man
now.
working for me says the same thing about me. He just can't figure out how I do it.
Yeah.
But you know what? When you're ready to grab the sewing machine from my hand, weed hopper, you just let me know. You're not ready yet.
Yeah, no.
by the way, he's learning how to stitch. I kind of showed him yesterday a little bit, and he right on it right away.